Hey YouTube, it's Chris from Universe X, and I know it has been a while, but we are finally back on Dragon Ball TCG card content. So, it is about a little past 3 a.m. on the East Coast, and so I am up to get this out as fast as possible so that you guys can wake up to this video or see it if you're already up this late. Either way, please like, comment, subscribe for this content. I will keep trying to grow this channel, but I need your help to help me get up to a point where my videos reach further, and I promise there's a lot more in store for this channel over the next couple of months, but this is where it starts. These cards coming out. So tonight, or early morning, depending on how you want to put it, we are going over the Destroyer Kings SRs that just got released about 15 minutes ago. So first, we're going to jump right into it. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta Fusion Onslaught. EX Evolve. Choose two cards from your hand, two red cards from your hand, and place them into your drop area. Red Gogeta BR with an energy cost of 6. So there's only one right now. It's the rare or whatever, the base form fused Gogeta. Double Strike permanent. This card cannot be KO'd and can attack battle cards in active mode. Auto, when this card evolves, or when that card evolves into this card, if there are no battle cards in play in your opponent's battle area, choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's life and place them into their drop area. And you can't play Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta Fusion Onslaught for the duration of the turn. When this card attacks a battle card, switch this card to active mode. Okay. So a couple things real quick. This card only has one way to come out and have this savage effect, and that is through evolving on the 6 drop, which you need exactly 4 red energy to go into in the first place. So this dude cannot be brought out any earlier than turn 4. That being said, it is a monstrous finisher. The double strike is crazy. The fact that it can topo an entire field is crazy. Now, the only thing that's not crazy is that it's incredibly easy to play around this thing's effect, especially because the deck itself doesn't really have too much built-in destruction. You can use things like the Transcendent Strike, but you still have to have the extra energy. So unless you go into Gogeta on turn 4 and then use Transcendent Strike on turn 5, that still makes this guy maybe a turn 5 kill. But if they put something like even a 1-drop with Barrier on the board, that could potentially stop you from activating his effect to burn 2. But it's still interesting, and if we can mix ways to kill the field along with this could be a powerful effect. But basically, I do need to tinker with the deck a little bit more, but what I'm seeing right here is that the deck does a lot of work turns 1, 2, and 3, but then turn 4 doesn't do anything, and now on turn 5 can do something if it gets there. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to the next one, and this one is a doozy. Golden Frieza, the Indomitable Emperor. This guy, 30,000 attack, and I'm so sorry, Gogeta was 35,000. This guy's 30,000 attack, EX Evolve, choose 3 cards from your hand and place them in your drop area. And you evolve onto a red Frieza BR card with energy cost of 7. So this guy comes across on the Showstopper, the Show Ender, with the Finisher, Frieza the Finisher. And he has critical and permanent. If your leader card is a red Frieza's Army card, you and your opponent cannot play battle cards with 30,000 or less power unless they choose 4 cards from their life and place them in the drop area, or drop area to play the battle card. When the card evolves into this card, switch this card to active mode. Okay, so this is the second EX Evolve that doesn't need any energy. So the moment you put out its fodder card, it can step onto it. So this guy is amazing because the 1-2 combination of dropping the 5-drop if you have the battle card, the extra cards engraved, is going to wipe your opponent's field. Then this guy's going to come out and make sure they can't reestablish a field without taking care of him first. And that is disgusting. I cannot stress how disgusting this card is. It may be one of the best control cards we've ever seen in this game. There's just so much I could go about this card, and that's going to be probably a different video because there needs to be more card content, but holy crap, this card is disgusting. We are going to move into blue next, which is a little surprising where they decided to put their focus. But sorry, there's a lot of they put in a lot of promos, and so there's like double listings in this entire card list. But here we are. Ultimate Absorption Majin Buu. Triple Strike. Auto, when this card is played from the energy area, choose up to one battle card in your drop area and place it under this card. Then choose up to one of your blue energy and switch it to active mode. Auto, once per turn, when this card attacks, if there is a Son Gohan Adolescent card placed under this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, place it under this card, and switch this card to active mode. So, this guy is a triple strike that can attack twice per turn if your opponent has a battle card on the field. That's very interesting, but it's also interesting to know that your opponent could just combo out and just put their board onto their combo to make sure that, you know, you can't just suck up something and have double strike. So these are effects that can kind of be played around, but it's kind of very interesting as well. I also do like the fact that since it takes Adolescent Gohan out of the graveyard to put it under itself, it can fit in fairly well with the old Buu stuff. We're just gonna have to see how we incorporate it. The next SR is Prodigious Absorption Majin Buu. Barrier. When this card is played from an energy area, choose up to one battle card in your drop area and place it under this card. Activate main once per turn. If there is a Gotenks under this card, play one Majin token. Majin token, and they have 1500 attack and or 15,000 power, 0 combo cost, and 5,000 combo power. Activate main, 3 blue, 1 color. So if your leader card is a Majin card, choose one Majin Buu card with an energy cost of 7 in your energy and play it. If you played a card, add this card to your energy and rest mode. Since it is 7, this could be your Majin Buu, Ultimate Absorption Majin Buu, or this could be your Grand Absorption Majin Buu. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you're going to fish out one of your best cards for 4 energy. And if that's not interactive support, I don't know what it is. It's kind of wonderful. Moving to the next card. Eventually, I'm going to get there. The next SR is Broly, Limits Transcended. And this is, if you guys notice, the starter deck ranks up with, I think, 7s, but then the starter, or the actual set, ranks up to 8s for the Broly line. But this guy, double strike, permanent. During battles with this card attacking, your opponent cannot activate counter skills with energy costs of 2 or more. So, no Mafubas, essentially. No Mafubas. And no enraged Son Gohans. So, basically, activate battle. Choose, or once per turn, choose one card from your hand and place it in the drop area. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier and KO it. Okay, so as the top end to this line, he's kind of underwhelming. He can't be Mafubed. That's true. Every turn you can discard a card to KO something. That's cool. But we've had cards that destroy things every turn and have barrier but come out on 4 energy, like, I don't know, Kami Piccolo. And you can Mafuba Piccolo, yes, but you can't. He destroys something every turn, just doesn't ignore barrier. So I'm kind of feeling a little underwhelmed with this. Double Strike is good, but overall, I think that this card could have been way heavier hitting for how much work you have to do to put him on the field. And by how much, I don't really think it's that much. That's probably why his effect is so limited. If you look at how the cards go, and I'll definitely be making more videos about it, this guy can come out, I believe, as early as turn 2 or 3. So they do have to kind of limit what he can do. The pressure has to be balanced to an extent. The next SR in here is Paragus, Rampage Trigger. Auto, when you play this card from your hand, he's a 2-drop. Choose up to one Broly control mechanism from your deck and activate it, then shuffle your deck. That thing's the thing that allows you to destroy it and a battle card you control and bring a Broly to the field or something and draw a card. I'll go back over it. He's basically like, this is like the old Paragus that fetched the Broly control ring. So that's kind of cool. Then the activate main, choose this card and one card in your battle area and place them in their owner's drop areas. Choose one. You can either get a Broly BR card with energy cost 6 or less from your deck and add to your hand, or you can choose any BR Broly card from your drop area and add it to hand. So this guy is pure utility. He's an SR, he gets control mechanism, which is one of your startups to your effects. He is a startup, so he is the ultimate Rampage trigger, hence the name. And then on top of that, he is a recursion card. So this is actually like a really good, whether he's green energy, whether he's a recursion, whether he's a combo starter, this guy regardless is going to be good for you because he's going to further the plays. He's a bridge card, he's a combo piece, and I think this is one of the things that a deck needs, especially when it's going off of a linear line. Then green actually has 3 SSRs, and so the last, or SRs, sorry, I play a lot of Dokkan. So the last one is actually a throwback OG Broly card. Broly the Supreme Berserker. Evolve for 2 green, 3 colorless. So if you have the Broly promo, the 3-drop, he's only gonna have to be paid for 4 to evolve. He's got critical, he's got barrier, and once per turn at the cost of burst 5. If your leader card is a Broly card, not a Broly BR, so be careful about that. If your opponent has 3 or less cards in hand, switch this card to active mode. If your opponent has 4 or more cards in hand, they reveal their hand. Choose up to 1 card from it, and your opponent places it in their drop area. So, I don't like the fact that you can't choose, but I actually really like how oppressive this card is. To be able to put him on the board as early as turn 4, look at your opponent and go, hey, I want to see what's in your hand, and I want to get rid of your best card. And if they don't have that many cards in hand, the fact that this guy is going to be a 30,000 critical barrier threat is more than enough. I think that this is actually a very, very good card. And between the Paragus super combo and the old Broly leader, we might see a resurgence because I think that this does enough. This card is a great top end to that deck. Moving on to yellow. First, we've got Finishing Blow Sun Gohan. Double strike, he's a 5 cost, and but you already know that he can be cheated out. Auto, Sparking 7. When you play this card, if your opponent has 4 or more energy, and there's a Son Goku Guardian Angel under this card, choose all of your opponent's energy, switch them to rest mode, and this card gains dual attack for the duration of the turn. Okay. So, this guy comes out at 30,000, that's the magic number. And after cheating him in, you will be able to tap down your opponent's energy as long as they have 4 more. That's huge. I know we have sparking combos, but this is still huge. He's a 30k dual attacker, and so if they don't have the sparking counters in hand, he's generally going to be able to try to attempt at least to swing for massive damage. If you're playing yellow-blue and you got the Senzu Beans to buff him up, this could be a game stroke right here. I'm not that impressed with his effect. He does he doesn't even do too little, but he can't be hard casted because you do need to cheat him out with the Goku Guardian Angel under him. So he can't be hard casted, he has to be cheated out, but when he's cheated out past his threshold, he's a bomb effect. And if you already have a board on field and then use his effect, it's even worse because you're going to be able to just run over your opponent. Underwhelming, but simple and straightforward and powerful regardless. The next one really has my attention though. We have got, once I scroll down to him, is he on the next page? He's on the next page. I'm so sorry, there is so much to scroll through. Here we go, Bojack the Plunderer, and plunder he does. EX Evolve, 3 yellow, 1 colorless. Bojack with an energy cost of 3. Auto, when you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, choose all of your opponent's cards and switch them to rest mode. So if you can control the pace of the game and play this dude on 4 energy with 5 life, you just tap everything your opponent controls. Now it does say choose all, so their barrier blockers and their barrier cards are going to be safe, but you do tap all their energy. Now, when your opponent switches one of their cards in rest mode to active mode, if your leader card is a Bojack's Brigade card, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and sends it to the war. Untap phase is real dangerous when this card is on the field. I think this is one of those cards where you can fully focus on making a deck solely with him, because his effect is powerful enough to destroy a deck. Like, he can bottom half your opponent's hand out easily if they have 5 energy and something they attacked with. That's just a game. It's actually disgusting, and I can't stress that enough. This card is strong enough to be built around, in my opinion. So I'll see where it goes. Activate main. Once per turn, choose 1 Bojack Brigade in your battle area and place it in the owner's drop area. This card gains dual attack for the duration of the turn. He has 25k. That part, whatever. He chips away at damage, but that second auto and even the first auto, it's crazy, stupid crazy. Moving on to black. So much of scrolling. The first SR is actually something I think is going to be monumental. One drop cards are always in a good spot to be looked at in terms of power level. One drop SRs so far, except for Gohan. I mean, Bardock was disgusting and shaped the meta. The Gohan from Clash of Fates, not so much. This guy, however, 1 drop, 5,000 attack. Activate main. Once per turn, choose up to 1 4-star ball from your deck or drop area and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it. So he's gonna search that 4-star ball, and it can't be anywhere but your life, and you not get it. It can be in your deck, it can be in your grave. He can recycle the 1 copy you have in your deck, or if you play 2 to be safe, he's really good like that. But the other one, it's crazy. Activate main once per turn 2. If your leader card is black, choose up to 1 skillless battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your deck or drop area and play it, then shuffle your deck. Okay, let me talk about this card for a split second. Turn 1, he comes down and he searches your 4-star Dragon Ball. He's already thinned your deck out by 1. Turn 2, you can play your other energy, tap, and search out a 30k vanilla beat stick in the form of the Yellow Sun Goku. This is monumental, and just wow. This card really gets the deck started, and it's so good because it's not only good on turn 1, it's good anytime you would play it. Like, wow, so great. You could top deck this guy, you could open him up turn 1, you could top deck him turn 4, and he's still going to be value. So I love him. I love him. This card's probably going to be expensive. This card's going to be hyped, and I think it's worth playing. And the last SR of the set. You guys already knew it was coming because of the leader. Super Shenron, the Ultimate Wish Master. 8 drop permanent. This card can only be played from your hand and can't attack. So no world piecing it. No somehow bringing it out from warp. This guy has to be played from your hand at 8 energy. When you play this card, if your leader card is a black Shenron card and there's a God card in play in your battle area, draw 2 cards and then choose all of your opponent's cards in their battle area, ignoring barrier, and place them to their owner's drop areas. Then your opponent cannot activate skills on cards other than their leader cards until the end of their next turn. So, this is a foo. It is a foo that does not take Overwhelm. He comes out 2 energy later, but you don't need Overwhelm. You just slam him on the field. He draws you 2 cards, but he has a situational tag of you needing a black Shenron leader and a God. Yeah, I don't think it's better than foo, like the showstopper, like 10 drop foo. I don't think it's better than 10 drop foo, but it is interesting and gives an alternative. At the moment, Storm is now dead, and I think the game has slowed down a lot, but I'm not sure if it's slowed down 8 energy for game a lot. So we're just gonna have to see where this goes. But I am gonna do a follow-up video about my top 10 favorite cards from this set, and then I'm also going to go into another interview. Well, I mean, speaking of interviews, I have something I do want to try to set up tomorrow night, hopefully. But we'll keep that up because it's kind of tentative. If you're looking at this video, you know who you are. But I do want to go into my top 10 cards and start going some deep strategy about this set. So either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. See all these cards in one place. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you the very next time you decide to visit Universe X. Thanks, and you guys have a great night, morning, thing, SR preview day. Peace.